Okay, we ready? Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well. We are back in Middle Earth, and we're back on Miss Marcellene, who is in Rivendell. After taking some time to think about it and realizing that Miss Marcellene is not quite prepared for what faces her in Angmar at this point, we are going to talk to Barbithnir here, because I believe there is something else she can do. Master Elrond wishes to speak with you, Marcellene. He says the elves have need of the strength of a race of men and wishes you to speak with him about some matter of urgency. Go inside and speak with Master Elrond in his library. All right, so let's go talk to Lord Elrond. Oh, who are you? What do you want?
You may be of service to me.
Greetings, Mariner. We have recently received word from our scouts that the outpost Gwingris in Eregion is in need of experienced adventurers like yourself. Head to Eregion and look to the northwest. There you will find our outpost of Gwingris. When you get there, look for the elf Daganon. All right? We will do that. All right, now let's go talk to Lord Elrond. You know, if I was an elf, I would probably spend a good 200 or 300 years here just to read the books. Lord Elrond, you wish to speak to me?
Hope is not in vain.
Welcome, Marcellene. I am pleased to see you well. We must be thankful for every journey that ends in safety, for these are dangerous times, and the shadows grow ever long outside Rivendell. A small company will soon be setting forth on a mission of great secrecy to combat the growing dark. I am loath to speak in detail of their errand, but know that it will do great hurt to the enemies of this age if they succeed. The fate of the race of men concerns you closely, Marcellene, and I know that you are trustworthy. Two doughty men prepare to set forth in this perilous journey. Lend them your assistance as they prepare to leave. I speak of Aragorn, son of Arathorn, and Boromir of Gondor. Look for them in one of the guest rooms along the road that winds up the southern slope of the Vale of Unladris. Oh, we get to talk to Aragorn and Boromir. Let's see what they need help with. I wonder why that statue is like bright green when everything else is like marble white or gray. I have no clue. And it's like, wait a second. That's different. All right, off to the guest house we go. Hey, if we had to take a diversion from Angmar, Rivendell is definitely a nice place to be. Some people might say that Lothlorien is the most beautiful elven place, but I beg to disagree. I think it's here. I used to have so much trouble crossing that bridge. Trust me, I would fall off. Probably because I was overthinking crossing it. Alright. Aragorn? I'm assuming it's this one.
Greetings.
Elrond has entrusted you with knowledge of our errand, Marcellene. I am glad. I go with Boromir to his city of Minas Tirith, a journey that lies along that of the rest of the company for many leagues, and yet the route to take is still undecided. I see two ways for the company to take. We might make for the Redhorn Gate, a pass over the mountain that descends into the Emerald Dale, where lie the still waters of the Mirror, or we might head for the Gap of Rohan by which Boromir came north. There are difficulties associated with each way, but one of these two must prove the better route. I will continue poring over the maps, Marcellene. Will you speak with Gandalf about these two routes? I believe he is in Bilbo's room on the first floor of the House of Elrond. Alright, and let's talk to Boromir.
Stay a moment.
It does my heart good to see a woman such as you, Marcellene. Aragorn there seems a strong man, but he seems to prize the friendship of elves over that of his own kind. So many elves in this place. Every hour we spend in this hidden valley prolongs the struggle of Gondor. How many men will fall in its defense ere we depart? My sword arm itches for battle, and my horn longs to be sounded. You understand the need we have for haste, Marcellene. You are not like these others who live for such a long span that the concerns of present must seem trivial or meaningless, but it is not so. Climb the winding road to the south entrance to the valley, and ask the guards if they have need of my vigilance. I will spend the time until we depart, guarding the borders if they have need of my strength. So he's impatient. He's restless. He needs something to do before they leave. And he's basically offering to stand guard. Some people might see Boromir as a bad guy. But while he was certainly arrogant and proud, and those made him susceptible to the power of the ring, he really did love his people. And truly, all the free peoples. So it's hard to say that he was actually a bad guy, definitely misguided. Hello. I come bearing messages from Boromir. We have things here at the entrance to the valley well in hand, Marcellene. I appreciate the intention of our visitor from the south, but we have no need of his assistance. Imladris has been safe from attack for long years before either he or you walked in Eriador. Thank him for the offer, but tell him his concern is misplaced. The elves can protect Imladris. I don't think they understand. He just wants something to do. Oh well. They are elves. Why would I expect them to understand the concerns of men? It's not quite within their scope. After all, they pretty much live indefinitely. Even the dwarves are a young race compared to the elves, and the dwarves live pretty long too. About 300-400 years themselves.
Greetings.
What did you say, Marcellene? The elves have turned down my offer of aid. This is what I expected, though it grieves me to see it so clearly. The elves believe they have no need for us, Marcellene. They may change their opinion if Gondor falls, and change it quickly. Do they not see that our people are in their last real defense? Have they forgotten the great deeds of our people that have made this land safe? We must remind them, my friend. Go to the Hall of Fire in the house of Elrond, and remind some of the elf singers there of the great deeds of our people, of the Gondorian cavalry, perhaps, and of Elendil and his sons. They will not then undervalue the contribution of our people. He's a little annoyed. Alright, but both of those quests will take us back to the last homely house. So, yay! It was worth going up to talk to that elf. Look at that. Look at the waterfalls. 1, 2, 3. I think there's a fourth one somewhere up there. There's another one down there. There's another one over there. I would say there's another one there, but I think that one is just... No, I guess it is. Could technically be another Fault 6. Tons of waterfalls here. They do not want for clean, fresh water in Rivendell. So we need to talk to Gandalf, and we need to talk to a couple elves in the Halls of Fire. Hello, random person. I hope you're having fun. We'll start with Gandalf. Sir Gandalf?
Why do you disturb me?
2 ways, you say. What are the 2 ways over the mountains that Aragorn proposes? The passage of the mountains could be difficult. The Redhorn Gate is very high up, and in winter the heights may be treacherous. I do not believe the Gap of Rohan will be open to us. That way would bring the company too close to Isengard, and Aragorn will understand why we must not go that way. But there is a 3rd way. Through the mountains. I will not speak of it here, but Aragorn will know the way of which I speak. Return to him with my misgivings. He, of course, I believe, speaks of Moria. We need to find 2 elves to speak with down here. There's one here. At Boromir's urging, you recite the tale of Elendil and his sons, and the strength they brought to bear in the Battle of Dagorlad at the Black Gate of Mordor. I know this tale, but I know it by another name, for in Imladris it is called the Song of the Last Alliance, and it involves more characters, not just Elendil the Tall, but Gil-galad our king, and Master Elrond, and Círdan the shipwright. But you have reminded me of this, and I urge you not to forget it yourself, Marcellene. Neither elves alone, nor men alone, could have withstood the power of the enemy at the siege of Mordor. Who are you?
Megovanen, might you spare a moment of your time?
Oh, you want to teach me about fishing. I'm not interested in about fishing right now. Here's the other one. At Boromir's urging, you recite the tale of the ride of the Gondorian cavalry that pursued the Witch King from Fornost, where the forces of Angmar were routed. A good tale, and the deeds of Prince Erenor are worthy of remembrance, as are those of many strong men besides. But your tale has ended before Erenor's horse gave way in terror of the Witch King. Were it not for the arrival of the elf Lord Glorfindel, things may have gone ill for the captain of Gondor that day. But your point is clear. Against the great evils of the shadow, elves and men must stand together. It is a lesson gladly remembered. Alright, so we have spoken to Gandalf, we have spoken to the elves. Everyone seems quite satisfied. Well, Gandalf is a little worried, and of course, he has proposed a third option, which, well, we know what that third option ended up being. And I'm sure Aragorn will understand the implications of that third option, as Gimli would. As I'm sure even Legolas would. So let's go talk to Boromir and Aragorn once more. Fortunately for us, the guest house is not too far away from the last homely house. I wonder how many people you could comfortably live in Rivendell Valley. I mean, well defended, probably temperate, lots of clean water, which means you could probably grow things. Also means that you would get small game birds and fish.
Greetings.
I do know of this third way, and Gandalf knows too that I am loath to bring the company through the mountains by that road. It is a dark way, and dangerous. I will say no more of it now, but I hope it will not come to that. My heart tells me that the Red-Horn Gate is safest for our purposes. Thank you, Marcellene. You have done me a service.
What do you need?
You have eased my mind, Marcellene. Though it seems we struggle alone, it is not so. That is why we fight on, not just for our own people, but for all peoples. And we need to go back and talk to Elrond again. Now that we have aided Aragorn and Boromir with their preparations, such as they were, I was going to say, maybe the people of Gondor could have been a little more kindly to the elves, but if I recall vaguely, they weren't awfully fond of elves for whatever reason. Even though, apparently, a long, long time in the past, one of their kings had taken an elf queen. I know it had happened once before. Not that it was a common thing. It very rarely did humans and elves. But, well, it made sense. But I recall mention of it. Ouch! At Aragorn and Arwen's wedding celebration.
Will you lend me your aid once more?
Thank you for helping Aragorn and Boromir with their preparations, Marcellene. The fate of all your people is bound to the success of the mission they must undertake.
A strange fate brings you hither.
The time has come for the company to depart on their errand of secrecy, Marcellene. As you have been of some assistance with the preparations, you may join the members of my household as we see them on their way. Tell me when you are ready to wish them well. Alright, we get to watch the Fellowship depart.
The household of Elrond Half-Elven gather to bid farewell to 9 brave adventurers entrusted with a secret task which could mean the salvation or doom of Middle-earth. I, Gandalf the Grey, must lead them along dark roads.
Everything seems to be ready, Marcellene, and we're about to leave. Hopefully, I will see you again once all is done with. You take care of yourself, Frodo. Adventuring is dangerous business. It is, but look at all the help I'll have. You're right, Frodo. You can't go wrong with a Took, a Brandybuck, and a Gamgee. Solid hobbits all. Alright, now we need to talk to Aragorn. Keep an eye upon these lands while we are away, my friend. Our errand is a dangerous one, but there will be danger behind us, too, and my footsteps will be easier if I know that Marcellene remains behind to protect against them. My own journey will carry me far from here. Andúil will go to Minas Tirith, but my road follows that of the company for many leagues. There's Sam. Samwise, you dunderhead, you've gone and forgotten to bring a bit of rope with you. I knew there was something you had forgot. Bill here will have too much to carry as it is, and I've lightened his load as much as I can. You're in for it now, same as we are, Bill. Gotta look after each other, we do. This is it, Marcellene. Wish us luck, and we'll be sure to come through okay. Leastways, we'll make sure to lend Frodo all the help we can, and do whatever Gandalf needs us to do. We'll see you when we get back, and that's a promise. Come on, Pip, it's almost time to go. I'm ready. I was just saving my energy, Mary. If it were up to me, I would ask you to come with us, Marcellene. The halflings are too well represented. Why should the race of men have so few within the company? So begins a new journey. Let us go forth boldly, I say, rather than skulking from shadow to shadow, and let the enemy quail at our coming. Are we ready at last to leave? I will be glad to put this waiting behind us. Always do I wind my horn at setting forth, let the enemies quake at its calling. That was ill done, Boromir. The strength of the company's errand is in its secrecy. Why should we creep in darkness and fear? We are not thieves. Yet we must leave like these, Boromir, or risk detection. Come here, Marcellene. The number of the company has been chosen, Marcellene, and any more would threaten the success of its mission. You have business remaining at Eregion, brave woman. Defend its people from the lengthening shadow. If the errand of this company fails, Eregion will have need of heroes before the final darkness. You have done your part, Marcellene. This burden is for others to bear. The company is setting out on a quest of Mountain Doom. I ask no oath or bond of you save Frodo alone. You go with him as free companion. Any who abandon Frodo will answer to my ask. A fool vows to walk any road when he knows not where it winds. Such a vow might lend the fool courage to strengthen his heart, if strengthen it needs. Rely instead upon each other and take what counsel you can. Go now with the blessing of the free folk. Farewell. Come on, Bill. Alright, let's see him off. Boromir, you're an idiot. Farewell, sweet Imladris. You will stay always in my memory. I think that was Legolas that said that. Mary? What is it, Pippin? I'm hungry. Is that the last thing we're going to hear them say? It is, because we can't go any further. This is as far as we could go watching them leave. Bye, guys. Bye. Alright, let's go talk to Elrond. It is done, and they are beyond my aid. For all my wisdom, I cannot see the end of their road. May they come to it in safety, and return to Rivendell in victory. And so the company departs. May the stars shine upon their road's end. Let us go back inside Marcellene. There is nothing more we can do for them. The company must now rely upon their own strength and wisdom. Always did like that instance. Even Boromir being as brash as always.
Will you lend me your aid once more?
It is done, Marcellene. All our hopes now rest upon the 9 members of the company, 9 walkers to stand against the 9 riders of the enemy. May they come to no harm, and return in safety, their task completed. There is nothing we can do now for them. We must stand tall against the shadow, and keep its attention focused upon us, far away from those who can do it the greatest harm. That is our task now, Marcellene. Do you accept it? And that completes that. We got to watch the Fellowship leave. But of course, we have not gotten any closer to actually getting another level. Still, it was a very nice aside. Like I said, I like doing that one. Now, we get to do something a little more well, let's just say this one I might not be the greatest at navigating, but we're going to do it anyway because we have been asked to go to Gwingris. But we are going to be lazy. We're going to start our journey. And we're going to just pick whatever slow stable. We need a slow stable because we need to get off at a certain spot. Yeah, I think of all the elven places, if I had to pick an elven area that I would want to stay at in Middle-earth, it would clearly be Rivendell. Or Imladris. It truly does feel like a refuge. A respite from the world. And a safe harbor. And the more I look at it, the more I realize that it is a very lucrative spot. So you got the Misty Mountains, which probably provide the runoff that creates all those waterfalls. You've got, it's a deep valley, which means it's easily defensible. It's not easy to find. There's plenty of land to grow foods. And because it's so well stocked, you would get fish and small game. Yeah, I mean, it would definitely be a very lucrative spot to live. Elrond chose wisely. But then Elrond is a very wise elf. Now we need to watch for... I think we are... Yep. And get off here. We need to go... Where is the path? Right there. Well, we don't have to worry about aggroing that right now. Let's see if I can remember which of these two paths to take. Oh, and we do still aggro a thing or two here, I forgot. I think we went the wrong way. By the way, there are more trolls down here. I think these are rock trolls. No, these are Kurlogs. And they're elites. But there are also wood trolls in here. Fun stuff. But, wrong way. Whoop. What happened here? Alright, a little bit of lag. Fortunately, that wasn't a horrible thing. Where are we? Wasn't that one. There's that bat again. Not that. That... There's the Onodrum. Pretty spot despite the neighbors. This? Ah, we found it. This is the right path. So, it was the left path and not the right path. I always forget that. And we have now entered into Eregion. Note, Rivendell is not very far away from Eregion. Which kind of makes it even more amazing that Sauron was never able to find Imladris, considering that the refuge was so close to the battlegrounds of Eregion. Try not to aggro everything on the way there. The bird. The bird. Got birds, we got worms. We got Dunlanders, half-orcs. 4. Wargs, wolves. Well, everything. Can I grab this? I like the oh, that's right. No, I can't grab that because I don't gather ore. Wood. Not ore. Wood. Eregion has a sort of wild beauty to it, too. In a way, it's very similar to Rivendell. Whoa! Okay. That startled me. Fortunately. The humans threaten before they attack. I thought it was like, oh, look, a tree. Nope, I forgot. The trees move here. Some of them. Oh, look, a Dunlander. Let me just stay over there. But yeah, the enemy has left behind remnants of itself. And while the wilds have certainly retaken much of Eregion, there are still scars from the battles. Oh, and that's another path to get here. A different path. One that I'm a little less familiar with. But here we are. We have arrived at Gwingris.
Hail, friend, and well met.
And next week, we will begin traveling through Eregion. But until then, bye for now.